December 24th on Hollis Ave at the dark. My man Santa seen the Reverend, gave the strangers from off. He said that giving was his living and I had to take part. So I grabbed a bag of goodies and hopped up on his card. I laced the pockets of the poor and gave the hoodie a play. Dropped some.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Unbox Unbox. Merry Christmas. This is Unbox Unbox, the Christmas edition. First one, I didn't start till February last year, or this year I didn't start till February. So we finally got to the Christmas edition. Got the little pipe here, like Frosty the Snowman and Santa Claus, instead of a cigar. But that bad Santa does have a cigar. So please go on my Redbubble shop, cop that bad Santa shirt. You should probably get it by Christmas if you order it today. If not, cop it for next Christmas. Get it for your ugly sweater party. Thanks for everybody who did get it and support it. Also got a Krampus on the Krampus shirt on the site too by special request. And I will put those links in the description. So here we go. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, everybody. And for a little drinky drink to start the occasion, I picked up this Christmas ale, the Great Lakes Christmas Ale. I don't know if you can see it, from the Great Lakes Brewery. And let's do a little swig here. Cheers, sláinte for the Christmas season. Good ale right there. Good Christmas ale. So, this is my igloo out in my backyard, and I set this up every Christmas. Got the little fireplace here, got the little tree here, got the snowflakes. So actually there's a little way that a cat gets in here. He squeezes in through the bottom over there, and he comes in here and he curls up right here. During the day, a stray cat curls up by the fireplace in the tree, and the little gifts down here, which I should light right now. So I thought that was a little funny. I was taking pictures of it earlier today. So let's get started on the caps now. As you can see here, I am wearing the Kringle. The Kringle is Boston Scally's holiday, one of their Christmas releases. And I apologize for the lighting in this video because we're at night here. I'll put some pictures up. Here is the Krampus pin. There's Krampus and Santa face to face. That's from Pinhead's Pins. I decided to put the Krampus pin on this hat. Weird story, I was at a Chick-fil-A. Guy saw me with this pin on the Kringle, thought I was a Satan worshiper, and he told me Jesus loves me. And I said, dude, it's just a pin. So I told that story last night on the Scallywag show as well. But the Kringle actually is made of that old school softer material that if you saw my Peaky edition, I had explained about that softer material that brings a little bit of a lower hat here on those older 8 panels. And if you could compare it to anything, this could be a Christmas cap too, because it's like that black and red buffalo plaid. I made it my Bulls hat if you saw another one of my things, but this is the Valentine's Rose. So the Valentine's Rose, and you see the Kringle, how it's so much lower than the Valentine's Rose, because the Valentine's Rose is made of that harder material. I just think these old school 8 panels are made of better material, and the Kringle is actually one of my favorite. They re-release it every year, but I still think it's a semi-grail, man, because it's such a dope cap. Again, the Valentine's Rose can go as a Christmas cap as well. The buffalo plaid, you see, it kind of goes with the red and black buffalo plaid jacket that I have on right now. And another thing is, one of the main grails of the Christmas season for Boston Scally is the Griswold, right? They released it a few years ago. They spelt it wrong. Big time grail. Goes for about $400 on eBay. All it really is a gray boondock with a red and black buffalo plaid on the inner brim with the Griswold logo on it. And there's no way in hell I'm paying $400 for that. There's no way in hell they're ever re-releasing it. But that is the ultimate grail cap in Boston Scally. So I don't know if you saw a little while back, I made the Friswold last year, because last year they re-released the Griswold pin. And they re-released the Griswold pin last year. See Clark wearing that scally cap with the lights through the wreath. Really great pin. They re-released that last year. So what I did was I took my gray Boondock, which looks just like the Griswold, except instead of the red and black plaid inside, I don't know if you can't see it here, but it has a green and black plaid on the inner brim without the Griswold logo. Big deal. You put it on with that pin, and you got the Griswold. Except, and the green and black plaid is Christmas too. Green is Christmas, right? So some dude said the Friswold, so that's what I coined this hat. This hat is the Friswold, the fake Griswold. So that's what I wear, is that. And sometimes I interchange the Griswold pins as well. Another great Christmas cap from Boston Scally, and I don't like all of them. I passed on all of them last year. I passed on the Grange the night before. A lot of Christmas caps. The Wonderlands I don't really like. This is the Christmas Peaky. So it's like a burgundy red. But what makes that, and a perfect example of a hat being made by a pin, is that holly pin right there. It's got that piece of holly. You stick it on the side of this Peaky, this Christmas Peaky. You gotta have the pin with the cap. That makes the cap. That really brings Christmas home with it. This is the first cap I had to shrink. And actually, big up to Chad from First 508th Airborne, one of my Gentleman Roundtable partners on the show. The first time I ever saw a video of his was when he shrunk a cap. And he went through the process of how to shrink it with the boiling water. Don't touch the brim, dip it in the boiling water, and then throw it in the dryer. And I succeeded with this cap. This cap was shrunk very well, and it doesn't puff out like the other 8 panels. After I shrunk it, it's such a good fit on my head. Stuck that little holly pin there, and what I did is I kind of stuck it to where it's hitting the inner band, so it kind of shrunk it even more. That's a little technique that I had there. So this is the Christmas Peaky, another really good Boston Scally cap for Christmas. But let's get to the unboxings now. So I showed the Kringle. Valentine's Rose can go as a Christmas cap too. The Friswold, just take that pin, stick it on your gray Boondock, and you got the Griswold. And we got the Christmas Peaky, perfect example of that holly pin, a pin that brings a cap to life. Sometimes pins I think are excessive. I don't put them on hats where I dress up, but casually wearing them, sometimes a pin just brings a hat to life and gives it a whole new meaning. So that's the beauty of the pins and what we do. So, without further ado, let's do the new Boston Scallies. First up here, let's do the patented spin. First up here, we got the workshop. And when I saw this workshop hat, man, I was like, yo. I was talking to some people, and I was just like, you know, we've been really looking at other hatters and stuff like that recently. Obviously, Funky Brim, Swisher, Peaky hat, on and on and on. And I've been kind of drifting from Boston Scally a little bit because there's a lot of releases I didn't like. But a lot of people said they were done with Boston Scally. I'll never say I'm done with anybody. I said if you drop a banger, I'm buying it. Lo and behold, here comes Boston Scally with a banger. Come out with a 16-panel cap, which I had never seen before. Absolutely love the colors. Absolute fire. So Boston Scally's never going to go nowhere for me because they're always going to be back with something like this. Here's the workshop. You see that inner logo with Santa in his workshop. And look at that. You got the 16 panels. 16 panel patchwork. So unique. I thought it was absolute fire. It popped. Thing with this cap, right? Thing with this cap is I don't want to just wear it like this. It's about like, sometimes it's like how you wear the cap, right? So if I just put it like, some people put it on like that, right? That's not me. Some people curve it even more. Everybody's different. So look at the difference there, right? To actually wearing it low like that, right? For me with this one, for some reason, cause it is 16 panels, I want to just tilt it a little bit like that. Bring it a little bit higher, tilt it, and then get that kind of tilted profile. that's how I want to wear this hat. I never wore a cap quite like this before, but I'm gonna wear this cap with a little bit of that tilt to bring it a little bit higher in the back, as opposed to just down low like that. I'm bringing it like this cap, and that's the way I liked it sitting on my head. I stood in the mirror and I played with it, and I'm like, I know this cap's fire. It's not wowing me when I put it on my head. I'm like, let me play with it. And then I'm like, oop, there. That's how I want to wear it. So, can't wait to wear it soon. I'll put up some pictures and stuff like that. If you could see, I got some snowflake lights in the background. Snowing outside. It's really not. But it's balls brick cold here in New York. Brick. So I got that little fireplace heater going in here. It's like 30 degrees, probably dropping below that right now. Unbelievable cold December. Don't remember one like this for a long time. But the workshop, Go Carpet, like every other one of their big releases now, comes with that awesome dust bag for Christmas. They go Santa in the workshop, and this is a first. Boston Scally giving a free pin with a hat, right? That's a first, that free hammer pin. I guess that's what he uses to, like, you know, make the toys or whatever, or work on things, that hammer pin right there. I'm not going to use the hammer pin on the hat. I don't know. For some reason, I'm just like, don't want to use the hammer pin on the hat. I might sell it at some point. So then, there's only been 2 releases this Christmas season, right? Unless it was one that I just completely passed. Oh, they had their re-releases. No, that's what they did. They did that bundle where they did that other all red peaky and called it Christmas when it's really just the Swisher red rum. You know, and then they had a couple other ones, but so they're done now. They're gonna clean their warehouse out, and I was like, and I said on one of my Unbox shorts, where's the Christmas Story cap? And then bam, there comes the Christmas Story cap. And Christmas Story really is probably my favorite movie of all time. So, you know, there was no way I was passing on that, and I probably watched that movie about 15 consecutive times back to back when I was a kid during Christmas season one year. I swear to God, I'm the one who invented the marathon that they do on Christmas Eve, because I did that on my own when I was a kid with the VHS, and then they started doing it because I just wanted to keep watching it and watching it and watching it. So let's see here. Struck out with the Christmas coal. So the Christmas coal is not in either of these boxes. You know, one thing I gotta say, fuck the Christmas coal. Yo, fuck the Christmas coal. That thing didn't excite me at all. They didn't get me with that marketing scheme. Like, I gotta buy every freaking hat. That was just load of bullshit. It's just a black and gray hat. I don't give 2 fucking shits about it. Congratulations if you did get a free cap, because you got a free cap. But I ain't buying that aftermarket or nothing like that. I'm not chasing it. I don't give a shit about it. I'm past that shit. But here we go with the Christmas Story. And this one is loud and funky, man. You know, this one is a loud, funky cap. There we go. Obviously, you'll see brighter colors. It's way brighter than what you're going to see out here in my igloo. So, the Christmas Story. There's the family there. Such a classic movie. No way I'm passing on that. I even liked the second one, the one they made for Paramount a couple years ago. That's a really good movie. That's a really good movie. Not the initial sequel, but the sequel they made last year with all the originals, aside from the mom. There's the tag there with Ralphie. So here we go. People aren't going to like it, but I already know most likely how I'm going to wear this cap. And I'm most likely going to wear this cap backwards with the Christmas Story pin on it. Let's put it on there. Pretty good. I mean, this is one of those, like, it's a streamlined 8. It's not an 8. This is true to size. So a lot of those 8s, you know, they come in, and they come in too big. Like the 12th anniversary. This 8 fits perfectly. It's a true 58. So this is true to size. I know they're kind of inconsistent with the sizing. Let me look at the seam. The seam is straight. Seam's actually straight, but the way the plaid comes in the front, the way that plaid lines up's a little off, but the seam is definitely straight down the middle there. So I gotta take a look and play with this and see how it looks backwards. Because I think that's really kind of how I'm gonna wear it, because I want to put that Christmas Story pin back there. I think that this is a cap. Yeah, that's how I'm going to do it with the Christmas Story pin. I think that this is a cap that they could have done the embroidery on. I know there's a lot of embroidery haters out there, but I think that this would have been the perfect one to put an embroidery of the leg lamp or the Christmas Story logo or something like that. I think that would have been perfect. So I thought that was a little swing and miss on this. But let's check out what other goodies we got in the box here. We got that 15% off code, which big whoop, they always got codes running. You know, that's one thing, they don't really give you much extra. But like I said, the dust bags they do give now. Christmas Story dust bag, sick. And the pin set. So what I'm most likely going to do is I'm going to stick that Christmas Story logo right here as I rock that like that. So, and some hats, when I turn them back, I'm happy with this one. Some hats, when I turn them backwards, sticks up way too high, looks ridiculous. This one actually looks good because it's true to size. So I'm happy with this cap for those reasons. Sizing, much better than the normal 8. That is probably the main reason why I'm loving this cap, other than the fact that I'm a huge Christmas Story guy. So again, Gentlemen's Roundtable, December 16th. Todd Swisher will be on, giving away 2 caps on that show. Check out the rerun of the Scallywag Christmas Spectacular last night. We had Katie from Dead Smooth on. We had Stacy from Wicked Wednesday on for the Beard Oils, talking with Walker, Sean, and myself about a lot of different things. Good episode. Bill from Pin Pens Pin Pops on every one of them, talking about his pins. Looking forward to what that's bringing in the new year. And then also, as you can see, I got the Betty from Brooklyn and Carrie from Queens shirts on my Redbubble shop. You know you want it, especially if you're a New Yorker from the boroughs. I'm gonna cop those, man. The Essential t-shirts, I love them so much, the way they hug the arms and they're loose on the torso. For any of y'all dad bods out there, which is most of us, even though you work at the gym as hard as you can, that belly fat stubborn, but you get those arms jacked. With those Essential t-shirts, man, those look really, really good. This one again, the Badass Santa. That's an Essential. The Aunt Knox tattoos. The Aunt Knox whiskey. I'm wearing that on Christmas Eve. And I'm going to wear this as well. This Christmas Story cap on Christmas Eve as well. So again, man, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I have a couple caps on my Christmas list, so I don't think I'm going to be buying any more. That Swisher drop on Friday. Somebody else is going to get me for Christmas. I have a couple other caps from a couple other companies on my Christmas list. So my next Anox Unbox is going to be the Christmas unwrapping edition, I guess you would say. So it is going to be like a Christmas edition, like a / Christmas New Year's edition. I'll call it something like that. So that's going to be me just opening my Christmas gifts. The hats that were on my Christmas list. Few different companies, one company I never dealt with before. I'll be unboxing that and reviewing it. And so check that out again. Have a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, whatever you celebrate, Festivus, Krampusnacht, whatever the fuck. Love your family, love yourself. It's a tough time of year for a lot of people, but look for the good, look for the blessings, and give to somebody. That's what makes it all what it's all about. Peace out, everybody. Later.
Praise Santa, baby, just slip a pencil under the tree for me. A 98 convertible, light blue. I'm looking for a fly guy like you. Yeah. So hurry down the chimney tonight.
That's the gritty, the low down, the shifty, yo, sticky, yo. Christmas time in the city, late night, stars so bright, we getting right. With the 50 back, I say, Nicholas, start 50 if the Grinch is so Christmas, climbing at your chimney. Kids open their gifts, they all gonna be empty, just like mine was. I hate to say it, but if I wasn't a boy, I wouldn't have had nothing to play with.
On December 25th, I knew I wasn't getting jacked. When I saw Santa Claus on the corner buying crack, I ran up on him with the gat.